Hello everyone, this is Doug Nelson from BodyWork Associates, and today I'm going to demonstrate some things with the Migun massage bed in our self-care room. So the Migun can do some pretty amazing things with its jade infrared rollers that go up and down your spine and do some really great things along your spine that is pretty hard to replicate. This is not like the kind of massage chair that you see in the mall or something. This is much more potent and much more therapeutic. So when you come in, there are a couple things you need to know. First, to get on the bed, you want to take off your belt, anything like that, and also take off your shoes. So, because we don't want anything on the bed that can actually interfere or that the rollers are going to run into. So make sure you wear comfortable clothing to be able to do that. Number two, the control unit is here, and so press power, and then the next thing that you'll see is a mode selection, and you have to pick. We have a couple suggestions for you. So the mode number one, probably one of the most common ones, is massage with acupressure. Here's the difference. In the massage modes, the unit is constantly moving up and down, kneading and working your back. In the acupuncture modes, it's actually like holding pressure in different areas that are really computer controlled, that are acupressure points. There are two actually units with this. One is an upper body and one is a lower body, and they operate independently, and it's actually pretty cool. Sometimes the upper body is going one direction, the lower body rollers are going the other direction. You just feel like you're being gently stretched, which is a great feeling. So you can focus on the upper back, which is mode number two, which is roughly around like a half hour. Another really popular one is number 5, which is just a 15-minute massage. There's no acupressure with this. The jade rollers are constantly moving. So probably any one of those. I would say mode number 1, mode number 2, the upper back, mode number 4, mode number 5 are the most common. And again, with this controller, once you select a mode, you can always change it. And you can decide, I want to do something different than that. Just switch the modes and the unit will switch that for you. So I'm going to jump on the unit here in a second, and just a couple of things. I'm going to go with mode number 2, which is the upper back mode. So I'm going to click it once. That's going to come up mode number 1, mode number 2. Then you get on the table, lie back, and you may have to find a way to reposition yourself so that because you want the bottom rollers to come right off the edge of your kind of tailbone, and you want the upper rollers to hit your neck. So once you pick the mode you want, whoops, I just went past it. I'm going to go to mode number 2 again, then click run. And you'll also see the settings. So right now the main heads are set at 122 degrees. Which again in the winter feels pretty darn great because they're heated rollers. The other thing I would say is that when, it's hard to talk actually, this feels really good. When it's kind of going through your spine, especially in your upper back, if you want, actually just drape your arms and kind of cross them across your chest, which will create kind of more, it kind of pushes your thoracic spine, your mid-back, into the rollers, which actually is a little more potent. If you find that the experience of this is just too much anyway, go ahead and hit stop, and you could even come out to the front desk and we'll put in like another blanket just to kind of blunt the rollers a little bit. Over time, you'll be able to do it. We keep some padding in there because it's pretty potent. So we keep some padding in here, but over time, you should be fine with that. If it's a little too intense, don't suffer through it. Just, ask, and we'll add a little bit more padding to the process. If any point along the way, you decide that, okay, I'm just kind of done with this, you just hit the stop button, but wait for it to come to for the rollers to reset before you get off. That's really important. And then the other thing is you can pause. Let's say it's in your upper back and it's at this place that you feel like, oh my gosh, that feels so good, you can hit the pause button and it'll stop right there and just keep that pressure for a little while, which is actually really helpful. So you can also increase or decrease the temperature of the jade rollers. So if you feel like the heat feels really good and you'd actually like it a little bit more, just hit the plus button on the temperature and it'll crank the temperature up a little bit. And especially in the winter, I think you could really enjoy that. So, and again, at any point, if you just, if like I'm going to click it, well, if I hit stop, the rollers will reset. And then if I want, I could change to a different setting if I wanted. Or again, if you're done, just hit stop, let it come to full reset, and then you can hop off the table. So I hope this video helps, and enjoy. I think you're going to really find it useful. The ideal is that, you know, to do this like a couple times a week is just fabulous for your spine. And there's some pretty cool research about this as well. So enjoy. I'm going to just shut the video off and enjoy the rest of this session.